crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Destruction! Adega Outlaw! Good morning, Penny! The Wicked Witch of the East Project Story Time! The Lady Arwen Avalon! Psychodog 9! The Wrench of Wrenches, Chris Persia! Dean Krantz! Snorta Poopas Cuba! Shellback TJC! Oh! 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 Ryan Roger Ainley! Time to wake the neighbors with Southern Viking! Pat S! Grim! Brandon Looney Tunes Man 2000! Steve! 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 Gun Buddy! Monkey Jeebus! And Shockwave! With a Machiny Draws! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to YouTube Talk here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. So good to see everybody. It's great to be here. It's great to see you guys. Cat and Fandom Nerd, what's up? Good morning. Justice Arlena. I don't know why it's Arlene and Jester. Okay, every time I see Arlene and Jester, I'm thinking like the Rogues Gallery in the '60s Batman. You know, Justice Arlena. So good morning, Arlena. How are you guys doing? Hope you are doing well. Mahogany Draws, what's up, brother? Mahogany Draws is here. Grim, my brother Grim, what's up, Grim? Ryan Roger Ate, what is up, my friend? How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Jedi Master Lawrence, good morning. How are you doing? Jedi Master, and he became a Jedi Master. Good morning. Both guardians of peace and truth throughout the galaxy. Yes, good morning. How are you doing? Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Snorted Poopus Cubers here. He just took down a seal, having his morning breakfast. Psychodorp 9's passing out breakfast if anybody wants any. I had some peanut butter crackers for breakfast. Yay, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Moons of Madness, good morning, my friend. How are you? Moons of Madness is here. Great to see you, brother. Great to see you guys here. Thank you so very much. Good to see everybody. It's great to see everybody. I'm shocked. I'm still shocked. I still get that. Damn, I can't believe so many great people in this chat. So many great people coming in here each and every morning. Thank you guys so very much. Gestures, Darth Arlena just gifted 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Ben Fire was gifted a membership. Leia Rose was gifted a membership. Zacharath 315 was gifted a membership. Bill Barkley was gifted a membership. And Ruben Christopher Haynes was gifted a membership. Good morning to all of you. Thank you so very much, Darth Arlena, for those 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Let me welcome you all to the Viking Horde. Skull! What's your Viking yell? What's your war face? Put your war face on this morning. We're gonna talk about some fun stuff this morning. Oh Lordy. You can't say that. What do you mean I can't say that? I mean, you can't say that. If you say this, you're this. If you say that, well, you're that. If you question the narrative, ladies and gentlemen, you're a horrible person. If you question what the media is feeding you, you're terrible. You should be censored. You should be silenced. You should be quieted. Christopher Dominguez, hail. How are you doing? Christopher, good morning. Christopher, how are you doing? Dave Bob, my brother from another mother. Dave Bob and Arwen are on here on Fridays. Absolutely love getting a team up with them and do the weekend review with both of them. The Rooster Dave Bob and the Lady Arwen Avalon. So we gotta get people in with B before the name. Oh man. Holy crap. So it's just words, right? We're just talking about words, right? We're just talking about, how we feel about something. We're talking about but then we get this label. We get this label of, oh well, we're spreading disinformation. We are inciting pushback against something. We're starting rumors and innuendos when we're just talking about how we feel about something and what we think. We're being censored for that. We're being taken off the air. Channels have been shut down. How many people brought up this hoax, this big hoax that we just found out is actually fact? We were called liars. They said we're disinformation. They said we're Russian bots. They called us Russian bots. It's funny. I've lived my entire life in America, and I got called a Russian bot. I've been called worse. I've been called Yahtzee. I've been called a Yahtzee because I didn't like Star Trek Disco. Because I didn't like STD, I got called a Yahtzee. And I'm sure people have been called worse. Hell, the one of the first videos I ever made, one of the very first videos I ever made was defending a couple other YouTubers that the media has no idea. Yeah, hail Comrade Loki, right? Southern Viking, right? I grew up my whole life here, and I get called a Russian bot because of an opinion. I'm inciting rebellion because of an opinion. I am hurting the masses. You're hurting people. How many of us out there have used the word coof in place of COVID-19? I'll just come out and say it. How many of us used the word coof instead of COVID-19? Why? Why did we use the word coof? Why did we say jab and poke instead of vax or vaccination? Why? When it's not even a vaccination. It's not even, they had to change the definition of what vaccination means just to continue to feed us the bullshit they had been feeding us. We all know it. We all know it. How many people got taken down? Beer bug. Thank you. Moods of Madness. Beer bug. Because you can't say that. You can't say it. You can't say the word. They'll shut you down. You're spreading disinformation. You're panicking the public. You're doing all this stuff. Imagine giving an opponent that much power to say, we're just gonna completely wipe you off the face of the map because you opened your mouth about something. How dare you? How dare you speak up? And some people wonder, well, Loki, what does this have to do with pulp culture? What does this have to do with the fight against Kathleen Kennedy and Disney? What Loki, what about CBS? What does this have to, it has everything because it's all the same. It's all the same. How dare you speak up, you pleb? Because that's how they see us. That's how they see us. We're just dirty plebs. That's all we are, is dirty plebs. They own the arena. They own the gladiators that fight in the arena. We need to shut our mouths and watch and eat bread. We need to eat our bread, shut our mouths, and cheer while they hold the games. We're peasants. Thank you, Dave Bob. We're plebs. We're peasants. We're beneath them. We're idiots that will do whatever they want, whenever they want, and we need to shut our mouths and get to work. Hollywood treats us the same way. Shut your mouth and go to our movie. It's the exact same way of thinking. And Snort a Poopus Cuber, I love that. The Wutan Waltz. The Fauci Fandango. Yeah. No, Dread Ravenwolf, yes. Sheep, Jedi Master Lawrence. Revenge of the Plebs. Revenge of the Plebs. Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington. You hold all the power. Whether you realize it or not. You hold all the power. It's been a long time since I've had a get up on your microphone moment. That's what you need to do. And microphone can be a lot of things. The microphone can be a lot of things. It doesn't just have to be YouTube. It doesn't just have to be a live stream. You can write a book. You can make a comic. There are dozens and dozens of ways you can stand up and say, I am tired of your bullshit. And I'm speaking up and saying, I'm not playing your game. I'm not playing your game. She got coffee. I want coffee. Midnight's Edge just did a fantastic video on all these companies being forced to do this ESG crap because of the woke banks. Can't get money. How long ago did we talk about this? Project Storytime. Midnight's Edge knew. I know they knew because I knew, and I know where they got their information from. This is being pushed and rammed down people's throat. I'm sorry. I don't want to see a dude in a bikini on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. I do not want to see a dude on the cover of Sports Illustrated. That's just me. I don't know about you. I don't know if you feel differently than I do. But when I heard about Kim Petras on the front of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, I was like, nope. Nope. And why does everybody immediately bring up Martha Stewart? I'm not talking about Martha Stewart. If Sports Illustrated wants to have a 70-year-old woman on the cover of their swimsuit edition, that's fine. They can do that. That's their choice. Up to them. Totally up to them. Let them make that call. Not talking about her. At 81. She's not even 70. She's 81 years old. 81 years old. Martha Stewart becomes oldest Sports Illustrated. If that's what Sports Illustrated wants to do, that's fine. That's their choice. That's up to them. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about Kim Petras, who was not a her. You're not allowed to say that either. You're not allowed to say that either. That's one of those things. You can't say that. Yeah, right? Right there. Arwen Amelon. Hey, I say good for her. That's right. If they want to have her on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, that's fine. How many of you saw Kim Petras on the cover of Sports Illustrated? There we go. Kim Petras, Sports Illustrated. Let's see. This was just the other day. Can't say this. Can't say it. Not allowed. Too much involved. How dare you? Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? That's not, yeah. Yep. Right there. There you go. I bring that up and people immediately are start talking about Martha Stewart. Insider training scandals in history, she's just as rotten and crooked. That's right. That's right. Arwen Avalon says, I find it interesting the bottom bikini is hidden underwater. That's what a lot of people said. That is what a lot of people said. But how dare you talk about such a thing, Loki? And there's things that'll get you shut down. There's things that'll get you taken off the air. How dare you speak of such things? Am I going to ICC? No, I am not going to ICC this year. No, I am not going to Dallas this year. I'm not going anywhere except for Florida in October. That's it. So all other traveling has henceforth been canceled. So I've got something very important happening at the beginning of July. I will hope to announce that here in the next couple of weeks. So I am not going to be able to do any other traveling besides Florida in October. That's going to be it. Here, walkout music for Runway Show. Oh, wow. Dean Krantz, yeah. They're all for erasing women and gender. Just no one, even women, are allowed to speak up about it. No. You're not allowed to talk about it. You are not allowed to talk about it. Okay, so Gun Bunny. Gun Bunny says, I still want pics of Eris in her wedding dress. Okay. Both rings are here. She obviously has her ring already. There's a beautiful emerald in the ring. Big emerald. That's like the main stone. I got my ring the other day. And they both have this beautiful green. It looks like emerald is interwoven into my ring. You're gonna get pictures, okay? While we're gone, you're gonna get some pictures. I don't know how we're going to send them while we're on the island, but there'll be times where we're not on the island that I'm sure I'll have access to Wi-Fi and we'll throw them up on Twitter. You're going to get pictures. So you're going to get pictures. You'll get pictures of both of us. I'm sure Mike's going to take pictures. So you will get plenty of pictures. Trust me. Gestures Darth Arlena with the $5 super chat says, I'm so sick of masculinity being called bad and real women being replaced with men pretending to be women. I absolutely agree with you. We are toxic. Remember that? Guys are just ists, obes, Yahtzees, and toxic. They're just all bad. Masculinity is so toxic. It's so toxic. Be a woman. It's better. This has been encouraged. This has been pushed. This has been fed over the last decade. This has been fed to you. This is what you're getting. Is where Eric's going to wear a black wedding dress and a fez? No. Although red did come up, no. It's white. She's in a white dress. The idea of the red dress, though, did come up. Something kind of like from Beetlejuice. They're trying to groom men with that Sports Illustrated cover. It's not just, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. It's worse than that. It's a programming. Just like you can't say this. They're programming you to keep you silent or to make you complicit or to get you to go along with it. That's what they want. That's what they want. Thank you so very much for that $5 super chat. Darth Arlena, you guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, Arlena. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. You know what I just realized? That's like the second iteration of that. I didn't even remember. I had to remake that because I lost them all. I lost them all originally because of a hard drive. I lost my hard drive. I had to redo, when I redid a bunch of them, I had to redo them all from scratch. So that's actually the second iteration of that Throw Me a Dollar. It's almost exactly the same, except the original said, raise your horns, skull. So I think I have that in a compilation somewhere. I was watching videos I'd made the other day. Anyway, I don't want to get off super off topic. If all men are soy boy, then there is no hope. All men are on their knees. They want you on your knees, or they want you as one of them. And they want to say, we're the only ones who can protect you. You're different. We can protect you. You're safe here. That's not true either, because they're going to shed them like a snake sheds its skin. That's just the way it's going to work. It's just the way it's going to work. I can't imagine. Okay, think about this. How many guys out there played sports? How many of you played sports growing up? How many of you out there played sports as teenagers? Okay, baseball, I don't care what it is. Baseball, football, soccer, if you can call that a sport. Yeah, I know you run your ass off, but still, it's not football. Baseball, basketball, whatever. How many of you guys out there played sports growing up? How many of you girls played sports? How many of you girls out there played sports growing up? Now imagine one of your teammates, guys, imagine one of your teammates being so bad at what they do that they move them over to the girls' team just so they could compete. How many of you only ballet for a couple of years? I believe that, Arwen. I don't know though. The way you yell, you could have been like a volleyball captain. Football, powerlifting, hunting, archery. Dean did everything. Dean, it sounds like what I did. I played baseball, I played basketball, I played football, I was in academic games, track and field, I did everything. I boxed, I was in martial arts. I was one of those kids whose parents was like, idle hands are the devil's playground. So I was involved with everything. People think I was a cheerleader, but I was too nerdy for that. Imagine one of your teammates being so bad that they had to be put on the girls' team. Now, girls, imagine if you will, one of the boys being so bad at what they were doing that suddenly they got moved. This boy got moved over to your team, the girls' team. And suddenly that's the star player. Does that sound equitable to you? Does that sound like equality? Does that sound like people that want things to be even Steven? Riley Gaines is an activist, but I appreciate her for what she's doing and having the heart to speak up about it. She could have been a gold medalist. She could have been a contender. It's not going to happen. Why is it not going to happen? Women's sports, I'm going to tell you something. Women's sports is ignored enough as it is without guys coming in and taking the baton and saying, I'm going to run everything. These are things we're told we're not allowed to talk about. No, he gets to go in the girls' locker room because, that's the way it works, apparently. That's the way it works. I mean, are we this? Are we this? Are we such a group of fucking snowflakes that we can't see this for what it is? Is that where we're at? Trans athletes is the embodiment of the worst form of narcissism on display. And we're supposed to go along with it, and we're supposed to nod our heads and say, yes, this is equality. My ass, this is equality. Rod Thunderheart with a $5.50 Canadian super chat. Hailstone Loki. I miss the days when guys who wanted a change got one and never told anyone. See Through Love 2 Pyro coming soon. Congratulations, Rod Thunderheart. Keep the books coming. Keep kicking ass, taking names, and this one's just for you. Let's burn it down this morning. Skull! And I'm going to be very clear about this point. If you want to do something to yourself like that, by God, that's your decision. That's your choice. You can do whatever you want. Far be it from me to tell you how to take care of your twigs and berries. But this is different than that, isn't it? This is shut up, drink the shitty piss beer, and like it because we told you to. No. No. What you do in your own time is absolutely positively up to you. When you get on the field to compete, that's different. That is a very public decision to make. You are putting yourself in the eyes of the public. And if you don't like it, when the public decides, you know what? we don't really like a dude competing with a bunch of girls. Well, guess what? You get what you pay for. Mahogany Draws with a $10 super chat. As John Matrix and Rhodes Rants always say, it will only be a matter of time before the WNBA is invaded by biological men. Let's see Brittany Griner eat her own words. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And yeah, I know, I can't say that. I can't say a lot of things. You guys can't say a lot of things. None of us can say a lot of things because we'll get censored. We'll get taken off the air. We'll get a strike. I wouldn't be surprised if I got one for today. I'm waiting. And if it happens, guess what? I'll be gone a week. I might be gone 2 weeks. They might decide, you know what? We don't like you anymore, Loki. Off the air. It's very possible. Bring it on. Let's see what happens. Thank you so much, Mahogany Draws, for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. Skull!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
JMS Lawrence says, hell no, I would quit and lawyer up and sue. They're working on it. They're working on it. Riley Gaines has put up with some bullshit. Wait till this hits the Olympic level. Right now, it's not happening. You can't have switched sides, switched teams, and still compete in the Olympics. But wait, it's coming. It's coming. How many gold medalists, how many golds are going to go to men in the women's competition? Just wait. Just wait. Mahogany Dross says black and white sports wars, and Outkick have been sounding the alarm about this for a long time. How many people are going to listen? How many people are listening? How long is this going to go on? And how long is it going to be where you just can't talk about it? You're not allowed. How dare you? Just like with the COOF, just like with COVID-19, just like with Russiagate, Spygate, all of this spreading disinformation. You're Russian bots. You're all Russian bots spreading disinformation. How long is this going to go on? Loki gets strike and Mornings of Mischief appears on Pops for a week. Holy shit. I wouldn't be surprised if someone did call me up and go, hey, just have the show on my channel. We'll see. We're going to be over here for a week. I was one of the worst players on my basketball team. The girls' team was warming up, and I'm talking to somebody when one of the girls' balls comes up to me. I shoot from the stands and swish. But you still played. You still played, and you still played for your team. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm just gonna come out and say this, and this will probably get me in trouble too. Guys inherently are better at sports than females. That's just the way it is. Guys have a different build. One of the greatest explanations I've ever heard of this, I love this, was from Arwen and Arlena the other day. When I think it was Arwen, I'm pretty sure it was Arwen who said, a guy is built like a B. A woman is built like an inverted V. She's got the bigger hips. Why does she have the bigger hips? For childbearing. She has childbearing hips. Women usually have the bigger hips. Guys usually have broader shoulders. It's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. Okay, so let's say you even everything out, right? You've got a woman who is 6'2". Okay. She still doesn't have as broad of shoulders as I do. So as far as swimming goes, she's not going to beat me. Period. Why? Because I have the reach, I have bigger hands, I have bigger feet, and I have broader shoulders. I've got her on every level. If we are both healthy and we are both ready to compete, I will beat her every time because I have reach, I have broader shoulders, and I have bigger feet than she does. That's just the way it is. The whole anything you can do, I can do better, anything than you. There are things that women can do that we just can't do as guys. Period. It's just the way it is. And I'm not talking about cooking and cleaning. Get your mind out of the gutter. Rod Thunderheart with a $22 Canadian super chat says, "Hail, a Spanish teacher who falls for a blind martial artist gym teacher. See Through Love 3. The Cuban Assassin. See Through Love 4. The Craft. See Through Love 5. Invisible Femme Fatale. Evil Arwen. See Through Love 6. The Fighter." I can't wait. I can't wait to hear about all these kick-ass stories. Rod Thunderheart is killing it over here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much, my friend, for that $20 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you, brother. Skull!
Spartans! What is your profession?
Punkwaddle says they want to do away with scientific basis, that there is a difference in bone and muscle structures. They just want to ignore it. Anything that goes against what they are telling you, they want to ignore. Whether that is bone and muscle structure, whether that is the effectiveness of a vaccine, whether that is who investigated who and why, they just want you to ignore it and listen to what they are telling you like it's fact. That's what they want. They want you to ignore the fact that they have a giant book with names in it from a guy that was assassinated in his cell by someone who didn't want that information getting out. They have that motherfucker's journal. They have all the information. They have all the information he had. They've got the client list. They have his right-hand bitch in jail. They put her through a trial. And they still haven't released the names of the people that were involved. They have evidence. They have video. They have these people on video. How do I know this? Because he kept backups of all the tapes from the island on his home server where they arrested him. They know all of what is going on. They don't want you to know any of it. They just want you to believe what they're telling you. And we're not allowed to talk about it. We're not allowed to say Epstein. We're not allowed to say COVID. We're not allowed to say any of this shit without being called conspiracy theorists, without being called liars, without being called bots, without being called ists, obes, and Yahtzees. How dare you go against the narrative? How dare you speak up? How dare you say a word against what we're telling you in the press? Magitech Mags with $5 super chat. They're trying to homogenize us, make us gender neutral, commodify human beings. Our characteristics become menu items. It's an ugly looking future. Pick and choose at your buffet line what you want to be, and you can be it. You can even become an invalid. You can become autistic because that's what you claim to be. You can become an invalid because that's what you claim to be. Your right to 100% victimhood is at hand. So just go be a victim. You don't have to work. You don't have to provide for someone. You don't have to fight for something better. You can just live off of other people. You can live off of what the government gives you. And you can do what they tell you to do. And you can be their little sheep. No, you can't identify as rich. Because nobody's going to get to earn that anymore. But you can identify as a victim. And then you can run a GoFundMe for whatever. You can beg for rent. You can get on Twitter and put your Cash App on Twitter. Instead of having to work your way out of the hole you're in. Instead of having to climb up out of that pit. You can just stay there. You can just stay there and live there. Everything will be okay because they'll take care of it. And in turn, you stay poor. And you stay a sheep. And there is no American dream. And there is no climbing out of the pit. There is no climbing out of the hole you put yourself in. You can just stay there your entire life. And be a victim. Mocking draws with the $5 super chat. Trust the science. Only when it's convenient. But hey, gender and biology is a social construct. Yeah, it's not science at all. It's a social construct. It's not science. We weren't built this way. We can be however we want to be. Because that's what I learned in biology class 30, 40 years ago. They are already enslaving people into this mindset. People buying their human menu items. It's how these corpos, governments get rich. When did we sell out to corporations? Answer me that question. Answer me that question. When did we sell out to corporations? When did we sell out to the government? Because now it's all trust the government. Trust the science. Trust the corporations. Trust what they're telling you. Trust that they have your best interest at heart. Thank you so much, Machini Draws and Magitech Mags, for your 2 super chats. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one's just for you guys. A little toxic femininity this morning. Skull! And Moons of Madness answers when the corporations started buying the governments. When the corporations started buying the governments. What we say goes. You will do what we want. How many of you looked up the fact the other day when we were talking about the movie studios and selling out to the government? How many people looked up the government grants going to these productions? Millions and millions of dollars. Sometimes billions. How many of you looked up how much money Disney has taken out of your tax dollars to fund their films? You want to know why the math doesn't make sense? You want to know why you've got empty theaters but tons of people going to see these movies? Because the government's paying for it. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's very simple. The government's hedging their bets. The government's covering them. Rust was made for nothing. It's why Alec Baldwin didn't want to spend a dime on it. It was made for nothing. None of his money. Nothing came out of his pocket. There are no investors. Which means that Alec Baldwin is the executive producer, the head of the show. He gets the majority of what that movie makes. It's free money. It is free money. They're giving Hollywood free money. It's a Hollywood bailout for being woke as fuck. And the banks that are failing, they're encouraging this. That's why the government bailed them out and said, we'll cover all of the deposits. We'll cover all of the deposits. That's never happened. That has never happened. Why do you think Sleepy Joe immediately was like, we'll cover all the deposits? That way no one makes more runs on the bank. Because they know they're all complicit in this. They're all complicit in this with this brainwashing bullshit. Mr. Buttcrack Media, who's been a member for 7 months and is a warrior of Midgard, says, hail to all the awesome people in Valhalla. Hail to you, Mr. Buttcrack Media, and thank you. Thank you for being a warrior of Midgard, brother. Magitech Mags, with $5 super chat, said, Loki, we sold out to corporations and governments when we were sold an emotional tolerance. I posit we've been dealing with emotional blackmail, and that brought us here. That is what has brought us here. And yes, Rust is coming out. Kizzy. Yes, they are finishing the movie. Will it make money or flop? It doesn't matter. See, that's the thing, Kizzy. It doesn't matter whether it makes money or not. Because it's been paid for. It was all covered with tax dollars. Your money paid for that movie. Your money paid for that movie to be made. They had already received the money to make that movie. It's not like, oh, the movie needs to be finished and then we'll cover your bet. No, they got the money before that. They got the money to make the movie. That's why Alec Baldwin didn't want to come out of his own pocket and let his crew stay the night there. Instead, they had to drive an hour and a half home and then drive back after working a 16-hour day. This is what they do not want you talking about. This all came out originally at the beginning of all this, and they want you to stay silent about it. They want you to shut up. Luckily, me and Mike back and forth constantly about what was going on with the shooting as soon as it happened. Snowdub Live with $5 super check. Government wants you to work until you die. Stay fat, consume, and pay taxes. We are sheep to them. Best thing to do is tell them, skull and tuck and roll. Thank you so much, Snowdub, for that $5 super chat. Tuck and roll, brother. Tuck and roll. This is where we are at. You're not allowed to talk about this. You're not allowed to say it. We all know it. Instead, it's,
oh my God, Kathleen Kennedy's going to be fired next week from Star Wars. We know the exact date that Kathleen Kennedy
it's, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Are you serious? Are you effing serious? That's where we're at.
Kathleen Kennedy will be fired next week from Star Wars.
Uh-huh. Sure. Next week, Loki. That's right. Next week. It's going to be next week. My inside source at Disney. That's right. You're being lied to. You are being lied to every single day. And there are people that are absolutely, positively complicit with you being lied to. And they don't care. They just want to go about their business. Because they keep getting fed. As long as that cash machine is there, they'll keep getting fed. You will not believe. You would not believe the people that want to replace what's already there. I want to be the next TMZ. You want to be TMZ? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, yeah. Good luck with that. Have fun. Well, I want to be the next this. You know what's funny? Since day one, I didn't want to be the next anything. I just wanted to come on here, light a fucking fire, encourage people to speak their mind and not hold back. Why? Because I was told to sit down and shut my mouth. I didn't have a right to speak up and say, I didn't like this. And if you do it, you sorry son of a bitch, you're an Istin Obaniatsi. You're an Istin Obaniatsi because you dared to speak up and say, I don't like this. I don't like this. 5/17/2023. I do not want to be the next TMZ. I want to come on here. I want to light a fire every morning, Monday through Friday. It's not about waking up. It's about having a reason to. How many of you have felt that zombie pull every morning when you wake up and you go, man, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. I don't want to eat. I don't want to go to work. I just want to lay here and I just, nah. Right here. I just want to do a puppet show and make people laugh. Right there. How pure is that? It's pure. It's pure creativity. When did we lose that? When did we lose that? Was it when AI started taking over scripts? Do you know how much Marvel and Star Wars has been created over the last 5 years using AI scripts? Do you know how much Disney has done with AI? It'd blow your fucking mind to learn that the majority of Obi-Wan was AI script. It's an AI script with some touches here and there by actual human beings. Loki, TMZ, and Pops writing for the Mary Sue. I'd love to see it. It's not going to happen because I'm not going to sell out. I'm not going to sell out. And that's what these people have done. That's what these people have done. They've sold the fuck out. I want to be the next this. I want to be the next that. I want to be the person that replaces this. I want to be this. I just want to get on here and I want to talk about how I see all this. Give you as many facts as I possibly can and leave the bullshit at the door. And leave the bullshit at the door. Because you're already being fed enough. You're already being fed enough. ChatGPT is writing shows and inventing inventions. It's easy to sell out when you have no moral foundation. It is, isn't it? I want to be popular. I want to be popular and I want money. Maybe they missed being popular in school. Maybe they were the dorky kid. This is the first time they've ever had any kind of popularity. They've ever had anybody listening to them. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I just know that we're not going to sell out getting wherever it is we're going. And if we stay right here where we are now, I'm absolutely positively happy with that. Because I don't do this for money. I don't do this for cash. I don't do this for the tips. I'm here every morning at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday because I love doing this. And we've got enough people lying to our face without more people on here lying to our fucking face. I want to be the next me. There you go. I want to better myself and keep my fucking eyes open and not let myself be manipulated by people that just want to lie to me. So stand up. Get on your fucking microphone. Write a book. Write a comic, write a story, do whatever. And tell it how it is. You are ultimately in charge of your destiny. And there are people out there that will tell you that's a lie. There are people out there that will tell you that's not true. There will people out there that will tell you, know your place and shut your mouth. Fuck The Rock. Know your place and shut the fuck up. Fuck them. You can do whatever you want to do with your life. You are in charge of your destiny. Yeah, stay in your lane. There you go. Moons of Madness. Yeah, stay in your lane. You are in charge of your destiny. If you want to change something, change it. If you want to be a better person, be a better person. If you want to stop believing all this bullshit that they're feeding you, then don't. And speak up and speak your mind. We kneel to no one. We kneel to no one. I was told this would never work. I was told I was wasting my time. I was told it's never going to go anywhere. I was told it's fucking pointless. Go back to bed. Why was I told all that? Because people wanted to keep me in my place. People wanted to keep me in my place. And at one point in my life, I was so fucking weak, I almost listened. I almost fucking listened. And if I had, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be in the place I am today. And I wouldn't be talking to all of you this morning. I don't know where I would be, but it would have been me giving up. You are in charge of where you go from here today. You are in charge of what you do from henceforward. You are in charge of how you live your life and what rules you live by. Unfortunately, snowed up. I don't have a booty break. Holy shit. Your place is in the kitchen, Loki. Love you, Shellback. I like cooking too. I like cooking. So I might make a pizza. I might make a homemade pizza. I haven't made a homemade pizza in a long time. So, guys, we've almost been here an hour. I want to thank you. I want to thank all of you for being here this morning and listening to this, because you guys keep the fires burning just as much as I do. It's not just me. It's all of you. It's all of you. All of you that come in here and burn it down Monday through Friday. It's all of you. And don't listen to the people that are like, it's all me. Pay attention, because I'm the one who's most important. It's not the way it is. It's not the way it is. You can do anything you put your mind to. That's one of the damnedest, coolest things from Back to the Future that I was looking at the other day when they were like, oh, the remake. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. You can. You can. Each and every one of you can. And then it's enough time for me to stop being. Loki, I was told when I got older, I would calm down and my testosterone would slow me down. That was a lie. Strong like bull. And I ain't lost a step in my 40s. Damn straight. damn freaking straight. Right there. Don't let it. Burn it fucking down. Day in, day out. Never give up. Never surrender. Never lose hope. Keep kicking ass. Keep taking names. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on the comic book round table, we mourn the loss of one Kamala Khan. We will hold service in the chapel of the round table to mourn the loss of our dear comrade, Kamala Khan. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you guys next week on YouTube Talk. Take care, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.
Mahogany, it's Miss Marble, the stretchy hand chick with the big hands and the big feet. It's the Miss Marble chick. Our dear friend Kamala Khan. That too. Thank you, Mahogany. Bye, everybody. MILFs, the final frontier. These are the wages of one Mexican Iron Man. We might do a shirt called MILFs. It doesn't make you good. Time to wake the neighbors.